Hello everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. This is Knowledge Plug. Our meeting point today is in Brazil, and we are meeting in a particular state that is down the south of Brazil. Somebody told me that maybe I should kind of do a little introduction of whenever I want to post, whenever I want to do a video about schools, that I should kind of say something that I know about the states where the school is located. So right now on my screen, as you can see, this is the map of Brazil. And right here, where we see color green, red, and yellow is where the school I'm going to be talking today is. So it is important for you to know that this particular school, this particular state, some characteristics or some feature it has, if it is something that you can, deal with. I really don't like wasting people's time actually. So this is the town, this is the state, and let me tell you a little bit about this state, right? So this state, if you know you don't like cold, this state can be very, very cold sometimes. As a matter of fact, it can be very cold to the extent that there will be snows falling like that. Okay, and also I think I should talk. This is just about the climate. So the state can be very, very cold, and the state is very vast when it comes to industrialization as well. There's a lot of companies, there's a lot of industries. So if you are in this state, there's high chances for you to, of course, get a job, doing while you are studying. So having said that, let's go to the school itself. So which school am I talking about today? I'm talking about Universidade Federal do Rio Grande. Okay, so this is the name of the school, University of Rio do Grande, and the acronym is FURG, FURG. Okay, so this is the school, right? And the school started, I think, sometimes in 1955. You can see it's been in existence for a very long time. Okay, so there's also no need to bug you about this. You can also do your background findings about this particular school. That is one of the reasons we are um, graduate students or graduate applicants. So try as much as possible to do some background check, and get to know about the school, get to know about the climate, get to know about the geography, get to know about the socio economic features or characteristics of this particular state. Okay, so this particular university, Universidade Federal do Rio Grande, is in the south of Brazil. It is very close to São Paulo. It is very close to states like Paraná. Okay, and like I said, the state can be very, very cold, depending on when people in the north are complaining of it. This city, this particular state, they are just going to be wearing like two, three clothes because it can be very, very cold. Okay. So, having said that, having given you a little background about the school, let's go to the call for graduate application. So, this is the application. Let me translate to English because it's very, very important. Okay, so Prorectory of Research and Graduate Studies, Directorate of Graduate Studies, Federal University of Rio Grande, FURG. So this right here is not where we are going. This is for people that want to, like, all those distant learning school and specialization. And let me quickly say this. I've seen like two different um vocational schools in Brazil right now that I'm making a video about. But I just want us to exhaust most of the schools that are currently open right now, that are open for masters and PhD, because if we don't do this, they are going to, these things are time sensitive. So But the vocationals, the ones I've seen, the two I've seen, they are not really going to close soon. But so this is why I'm doing so. Someone told me that I should make a video about vocational schools. So it's coming very soon. Let's go. Let's move on. So this right here is for distance learning, but the one we are coming to is master's degree. So we have several courses on this particular in this particular school that are currently open for application, and I've also gone through the application process. Somebody told me also in the comment section that the process for the school I posted yesterday seems to be tedious. Well, tedious is a relative term, it's a relative word. What is tedious to me might not be tedious to you, and what have you. The only thing I just figured out about that was, is that for those people that may want to apply, without paying money, and the time sensitivity, like there is a need for them to quickly do something between that yesterday and today. Because if you want to apply for exemption, you must be able to do it today max. So having said that, so there are so many courses on this particular one, and for example, this one is technological masters in technological and environmental chemistry. It's going to close on the 15th of November. Masters in environmental, okay, the same chemistry master's degree. I think it's for a different research line. Then we also have this one, different research line too. Then we have masters in applied economics. Then we have masters in education. Under this education, you're going to see different research line. Okay, so your what's it called? Your proposal should focus on the one that you resonate with. Then there's another one, masters in biological oceanography, and there's another one, master in agro-industrial systems and process. In fact, this particular states, they are very, very good when it comes to, I mentioned there are so many industries in this particular state. So they are also one of the best producers of cereals like soya beans, and they are also very good in production, in meat production. So if you are into these aspects, in this line of study like agriculture, or so you can consider applying to this school. So agro-industrial systems and processes. So we also have professional master's degree in mathematics in a national network. We have master's degree in geography, master's degree in public health, master's degree in environmental education. Then we have food science and engineering master's degree in letters, master's degree in also letters proficiency, different research line. Then we have few PhD program like PhD in chemistry, PhD in computational modeling, PhD in aquaculture, PhD in earth sciences, and of course PhD in education science. Having said that, let me go to one of the master's degree course, and let me just walk you through how to go through. I'm not going to I'm just going to show you. It's not going to be like a full simulation, so to say, because um, I'm trying to make the video as short as possible, and because there will be need for me to be entering personal data. So I'm just going to show you how to go through it. So let's assume we are going for applied economics. So what you're going to do, you're going to click subscribe. So subscribe is where you're going to fill in your names, your data, your personal information, and attach all the necessary documents. So once you are done and you submit, there's going to be something called enrollment what's it called, enrollment reference number, kinda. So that reference number you can also check. So once you are done here, you'll be given like a reference code. So that reference code can be you can check it on proof of registration. So if I click subscribe, it's going to take us to this part. So this is where you're going to enter your personal details, your name, your social name. So this, most of the schools in Brazil can, they accept social name, right? So if you decide that you want to be addressed with your social name, you can So, but that's not even significant. It's not really significant with what we are talking about. Your social name, if you're a Brazilian, you do. If you're not, then email, date of birth, sex, masculinity. What is your religion? Okay, so the reason they ask all this one, what is your religion, what gender, what race regarding your sexual identity. So the reason they're asking this is because there is a quota that they usually give to people that are of all this transgender, bisexual, whatever. There is a quota that they kind of give to them, because one of the things that is very crucial in Brazil is inclusion. Brazil is very big. I mean, it's very big on inclusion. They really want to they are really concerned when it comes to inclusivity. So they don't want anyone to be left out. Either you're a trans, they don't want to look down on you. Either you're a bi, whatever it is, whatever gender that you can identify with. So you can still go to school um, without any intimidation, without anybody labeling you, body shaming, whatever it is. So that is why you are seeing all these aspects: what religion, what gender, what race. So there are different religions in Brazil. We have Abunda, we have Christian, we have Muslims, we have so many of them. There's one that is Ubanda. It's an Afro Brazilian. So we have Ubanda. They kind of go to church too, and they still do some other. Okay, so that's not what I'm talking about. So another one is address. So when I was trying to, do the simulation, you have to put your country, your state, your city, neighbor, zip code, street number, and what have you. So then you come to this part, CPF. If you're applying for outside Brazil, for example, you're applying from Nigeria, you most likely don't have CPF. So right here, enter your passport code, your passport reference number, your passport number, enter it here, and identification, write it here that it is passport. Then issuing authority, the state ID, the passport itself, repeat it here. Okay, so because you will see a particular place where they actually agree that you might not have CPF as a foreigner. So this is where you're going to upload. Here you are going to upload your ID card. So, and it says individual taxpayer registry. This is which is CPF. Enter it. If you don't have, they said, or passport in the case of a foreign student. So that tells you that they are not expecting you to have CPF if you are not a Brazilian, or you are not in Brazil yet. So make sure you upload all the important documents that are asterisks. Some of them are asterisks, some of them are not asterisks. So those ones that are not asterisks are not important. So for example, if you claim that you're a transgender, you have to like upload something to back up your claim. Letter of recommendation is important. You need two letter of recommendation. That's one of the things I just feel that, but I believe majority of people that are applying for graduate schools, they have letter of recommendation. That shouldn't be a big deal. Shouldn't be a big thing, right? So enter your letter of recommendation, the two of them. Then you can get one from your previous school, and you can get one from your maybe your boss at work or something. So you can also get a letter of recommendation from maybe your pastor or your imam in the mosque, that can certify your ability, um, that they can say something about your person, right? So every other part, I don't think you are concerned, because this one is for the Colombia. Colombia are the Colombia are the people they refer to as Colombia or Quilombola in Brazil are those people that are that were brought to Brazil as slaves at the beginning, when Brazil was just before Brazil become a, so they were the people that they brought from Africa to Brazil, and eventually when slave was banned, they couldn't return them back, and they were left to stay in Brazil. Some of them couldn't go back to the country they came from, so they began to get married, and they are referred to as quilombola, and they are usually found they scattered across Brazil, but they are majorly found in the northern part of Brazil. Okay, so every other thing, do that. Then once you are done, click subscribe. And like I told you, once your subscription is successful, your registration is successful, a code is going to be given to you. Okay, so once you get that code, you can come. Don't forget, I said in this particular place I said subscribe and proof of registration. So once you are done at this part which I just talked about right now, you can come to where proof of registration to confirm. So if you click proof of registration, it will bring you to this part. So you're going to enter the registration number that was generated in the previous one, and you're going to enter your CPF if you have, or your passport. If you don't have, then you click consult. So if you click consult, it's going to show you that your registration is successful. So guys, if you feel you would like to study in this particular school, try to do little background check about the school. Try to look online. Try to check for information about foreign students. Check as many information that you want to get about the school. Okay, so it is very very important so that you'll be well informed before you commit yourself to this particular application, right? So guys, I'm wishing you best of luck if you are going to be applying to this one. And if you're not going to be applying, there are so many others that are still coming. And if you have applied to GCUB or some other graduate program in Brazil, just keep hopeful. I mean, keep hoping, keep your hope alive, keep praying, believe in God, and it's going to work out, right? So, but it is very, very important that if you are applying to any school, especially if there is no scholarship yet, it is very, very important that you prepare yourself very, very well. Don't commit yourself to something that it will end up becoming like a waste of time in the long run, right? So once again, guys, I'm wishing you best of luck. I will see you in the next video. Till that time, stay safe. Ciao, ciao.